Does all the division and hatred in the world bother you? Yeah, me too. Do you wish people treated each other better? Well, Jesus said, play nice with others. Well, actually, that's the soundbite version. But good morning and welcome to 755 Live. For about 5 minutes, you'll hear all about easy to remember soundbite versions of what Jesus said. And the point is to help you experience life to the fullest, the Jesus way. Today's Jesus Said comes from Matthew 7:12, and we'll be reading from the NET translation this morning, where Jesus said, in everything, treat others as you would want them to treat you, for this fulfills the law and the prophets. Now, the reason that the soundbite is play nice with others, this was actually inspired also by probably a poster or a meme that you've seen where it says, all I really needed to know about how to live and what to do and how to be, I learned in kindergarten. Wisdom was not at the top of the graduate school mountain, but there in the sandpile at Sunday school. These are the things I learned. Share everything. Play fair. Don't hit people. Put things back where you found them. Clean up your own mess. Don't take things that aren't yours. Say you're sorry when you hurt somebody. Now, wouldn't life be simpler if everyone just lived that way? Jesus gave us the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them to do to you. And this section in Matthew 7 is part of a series of teachings where he includes the golden rule. In fact, right after he mentions that, do unto others as you would have them do to you, he says this, verse 13 through 20 of Matthew 7. He says, enter through the narrow gate, because the gate is wide and the way is spacious that leads to destruction. And there are many who enter through it. But the gate is narrow and the way is difficult that leads to life, and there are few who find it. Now, before we go on, it's easy to be a jerk. That is a wide gate. And sometimes it seems like the whole world is on that highway. The narrow way, it's more difficult. Well, how do you know which road you're on? Well, part of it depends on who you're listening to, who you're emulating or following. Jesus goes on here in verse 15. Watch out for false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are voracious wolves. You will recognize them by their fruit. Grapes are not gathered from thorns or figs from thistles, are they? In the same way, every good tree bears good fruit, but the bad tree bears bad fruit. That's pretty specific, huh? Let's go on to verse 18. A good tree is not able to bear bad fruit, nor a bad tree to bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. So then, you will recognize them by their fruit. So let's talk about that. You know, life is really like a box of, not chocolate, of fruit. You want to know if someone really is a Jesus follower? How do they treat others? How do they talk about others? And not just those they like or agree with. This golden rule applies to everyone. From another gospel, from Luke. Here's what Jesus said. Luke 6:31. He said, treat others in the same way that you would want them to treat you. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? For even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who do good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do the same. And if you lend to those from whom you hope to be repaid, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners, so that they may be repaid in full. But love your enemies. Do good and lend, expecting nothing back. Then your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High, because he is kind to ungrateful and evil people. So be merciful, just as your Father is merciful. Well, that pretty much sums it up. Be merciful. Treat everyone like you would want to be treated. It's not about proving your point or proving what you know, but proving your love. Because no one cares what you know until they know how much you care. And be careful who you listen to. Where's the fruit? How do they treat those they disagree with? You see, by that standard, it's easy to see who is actually on the narrow road and who is on the wide road. Who is following Jesus and who is on the road to destruction. Jesus said, play nice with others. It really is just that simple. How can you put that into action today? Thank you so much for listening. If this is meaningful to you, it really does mean a lot when you like it, when you share it, when you comment. I really appreciate you. I hope that you have an amazing day, and I hope this time together has helped you live life to the fullest, the Jesus way. And remember, follow Jesus today. Love first.